Hello and welcome back to Daftmunk. My name is Axel, also known as Daftmunk, and welcome to Train Sim World 6. I got the new game and I got the new map, and I'm super happy. That's my favourite train over there, the Class 150 in GWR livery. But it's not my favourite livery. I like the first Great Western Railway one. The old like purplish blue colour that they had. I prefer that livery. Right, doors are unlocked. We are currently in Exeter St. David's. Oh, I'm just going to quickly change the lights. So did I already record this game? Record this map in fully? Did I stream it already and have it go entirely wrong? Yes. Did I record it all and have it all go entirely wrong? Yes. Did I start a new recording? Yes, because you're currently watching it. So yeah, I recorded this already. I streamed it first, then I recorded it. I got all my first reactions to this beautiful map, and it all went wrong. The train messed up. The game shut down and broke or crashed. And during the recording, I think I derailed it. So I was like, damn, I want to do a proper one where I actually finish the map because I want to get to Plymouth. Currently, we're in Exeter St. David's. This is the stop that me and Connor, my friend Connor, who I mentioned a lot in this channel, we get off here quite a lot because, you know, we go to Exeter for the cons. Yes, it is usually this busy because it's fucking busy all the time. I can't go that far. But I've had a look around the station, and it is fairly accurate to what Exeter St. David's is, because if you go back here, I stood here for like, I want to say like 20 minutes waiting for Connor to finish taking a dump or something. I don't know. But this is fairly accurate. I have seen Plymouth. I have seen the Plymouth map because after the recordings I got pissed off and just thought, you know what, fuck this. I'm just going to go to, it's 3 minutes in and I'm already swearing. And I was like, oh yeah, and we have a woman's voice telling the thing. I love that they say all the little things. I'm going to come outside because I don't want to listen to the lady. But essentially, I got to Plymouth, I got pissed off. But I didn't get to Plymouth. I got pissed off and thought, right, I'm having a look at Plymouth. I'm having a look at my hometown. I want to see my hometown today. I bought this game. I bought it on pre-order. It's finally out. I want to see what my hometown looks like in a video game. It's not good. The station looks immaculate. It looks great. But the actual surrounding areas, no. Like Exeter, they've done a wonderful job. Exeter looks like fucking Exeter. Turn on safety systems, DVD, ATP to receive additional points. What button's that? What button's that? Temporary isolation fault, overspeed, AWS, SPAD. I don't know what any of this means. But we're in Exeter. Oh, we're going through St. Thomas right now. Another station I have. This is a route that I take a lot. I have been on this station. I've gotten a train from this station because me and my friend years ago got on the train. We got two returns to Exeter for the day. We're going to hang out in Exeter for the day. We got two returns, and then when we got to the ticket booth, the guy called us over because there was too many people going through, and he's like, oh, don't worry, I'll check your tickets. If he didn't check our tickets, we would have been fine. But he checked our tickets and he went, why have you got two child tickets? And I was like, what? And I looked down, I was like, shit, we got child tickets. So I tried to blag my way through it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm under 16. You're under 16. Yep. What was your birthday? 1999. Yeah, mate. If you were under 16 and it's 2017 right now, there is no, not 2017, 2016 right now. There is no way you would be under 16. I was like, crap. Okay, yep, fine. I bought a child ticket and he goes, cool. Well, then I'm going to have to fine you. And he fined us like 80 quid. And I was like, I don't have 80 quid. Well, then we're going to have to take you to court. And I was like, really? And we ended up paying the money. And my dad was not happy because it was money that I was given specifically for me, but I had to give it to my dad. And I'd taken it with me because I was I went to pick up the money before I went on the train, and I was like, look, I'll give it to you when I get back. And then I had to give them the money, and and he was not happy. He's like, 80 bloody quid gone. So technically, yes, I had 80 quid, but I didn't have it to give away. But when he said court, I was like, okay, I'm fairly certain my dad wouldn't want me to go to court, so I'll give him the money. And I gave him the money, and my dad still let it go of me. So, thanks, Dad. Yeah, real great. Thumbs up for you. I'm going too fast. But so far, this map, so far, is pretty accurate. I've done one full route, just playing it on my own today, while my son was at school, and my kid was just running around. Just played this a little bit. I did one full run just to prove that I could do it, and now we're doing it. So, yeah. I don't want to go over the speed limit, because there are other trains in front of me at the moment, or there should be, because it's yeah, so there's that one there, which I think, okay, so yeah, that one's going to Exmouth, so that'll come up this way in a minute, but there should be ones coming down as well to go to Paynton. I don't know if it's already gone down, or if it's in front of me. I'm hoping there isn't something in front of me, because then it usually means I've got to slow down really fast, and I don't want to do that. Yes, there is one in front of me. Where are you going? Paynton. Okay, right, so I don't have to slow down too much. But I think that one was at Teignmouth. Was that Teignmouth or Dawlish Warren? I think it was, or not Dawlish Warren, just Dawlish itself. I think Dawlish is here. No, that's Dawlish Warren, and you go around the corner to Dawlish. Yeah, Dawlish. So I think that one might have been Teignmouth, because there's Teignmouth around here. Yeah, so it's at Teignmouth currently. Right. Right, so I don't have to worry then. So I'm doing fine as long as I keep an eye on my markers and my lights. So this, God, that's loud in my ears, but probably not for you guys. So this, I would say, is a little bit inaccurate. It's not that far away. It's a little bit closer than that. But over there somewhere is Exeter. Oh, coming to Dawlish Warren now, or Starcross. I think we might go past Starcross. Hang on, this is really loud in my ears. I'm going to turn it down. I can barely hear myself talk or think. So yeah, over there is Exmouth, which they haven't put any buildings off in the distance. It's just scenery, which is fine. It's fairly somewhat accurate to the surrounding areas. This looks like what I usually look at when I look out the windows on the train. Yeah, I think that's Dawlish Warren there. No, this is Starcross, yeah. Fun fact, mentioning my dad again, he got off the train at Starcross with his girlfriend and decided to walk from Starcross all the way to Exeter St. David's, where we just came from. Right, I'm in the yellows now, so I'm going above the speed limit, so I kind of need to slow it down. No, I'm still in the green. My controller went a bit weird there. Right, I'm going to slow it down, get underneath the speed limit, so we'll be fine. But yeah, so Exmouth's over there. My mate Aiden lives down that way. I think he still lives there. One of my dad's ex-girlfriends lives around there as well. And when he got back with her, I think it was last year, he was like, "Oh mate, do you wanna come meet her?" "No, I don't like her." "Oh, come on mate, come meet her." "No, I don't like her." "Oh, go on mate." "No, I don't like her." And it was only when he broke up with her that he realised, yeah, I'm sorry for trying to force you to come see her. I was like, yeah, not a good idea on your part. But anyway, we've gone through Starcross. Dawlish Warren's next, which we'll see. Oh yeah, you can just about see the fairground there. I'm really glad we got the little dot in the middle, so I can actually, I can't point at the screen, but I can use the dot to point. So there's the fairground. We're going to go right past there. Green, and then it'll be, oh, we're fully green now. I'm guessing the Teignmouth one's fecked off somewhere. Wait, did the train just go past me? No. fairly accurate. There's a holiday park right there. There's the Doorless Warren Holiday Park. It's a, I can't remember the exact thing, but it is fairly. I think it's a Pontins maybe, but you've got like the train station for said holiday. The holiday park has its own train station, and there's a little fairground. You've got your Ferris wheel. Oh yeah, the boats actually move. Oh, some of the rides actually move. Okay. And now we come to the Devon Sea Wall. Going too fast again, so I'm going to slow down. We're now at the Devon Sea Wall, which famously, a couple of years back, got smashed to bits by a storm and had to be repaired. So yeah, it had to be repaired. Oh crap, I was meant to put it on coasting, not this. So yeah, like a section of this, like I think somewhere down there had to be repaired a couple of years ago because a storm hit it and the track was like hanging over the edge. So, had to be repaired. I know a lot of information about these areas because, you know, this is my local area. This is where I live, and the journey that I use a lot. I'll be using it in a couple of weeks actually, because I'll be going to Exeter. Yeah, going to a convention, gonna have fun. 60. Okay, let's slow it down. We're coming through Dawlish, the seaside town of Dawlish. Place I actually have wanted to get off and have a look around, but I'm just never bothered to actually, you know, go. Oh, also somewhere around here is a place called the Old Man's Tadger, or at least that's what me and my dad call it, because there is a rock formation along the Devon Sea Wall with the red rocks of Devon, which you will see right now. There we go, our famous red rocks, the red rocks of Devon. There is, I'm trying to figure out, no, it's not there. There's like a bunch of rocks in a formation, and me and my dad call it the Old Man's Tadger because it looks like an old man's penis. Or at least my dad thinks it looks like an old man's penis. I just think it looks like a penis. But yeah, I think it's here. Yeah, so those rock formations there, that one there is a rock shaped like an old man's penis. I will throw future Axel in the edit, throw up an image of the Old Man's Tadger. Because they haven't put it in the game, which sucks, but they have put the area in which it is. There's a few things in this game that I know exist in the real world that they haven't put in the game, which I really wish they did put in the game, but they just haven't, and it bugs me. But it's fine. I'm not going to get pissed off about it. I'm okay. Right. I've not seen another train. Like, I saw one at the start when I went to leave Exeter, because one was like parked up and then came in, but I haven't seen one since. There's also, I should look at the map again. There is a branch line that you can do. You can go all the way down to Paignton, which I will be doing at some point, because if I have enough time after I record this episode, I will go back and I will try and record the Paignton episode as well. And what I'll do is I'll do same as last time. I'll start at Exeter and I'll go all the way down to Paignton. Either that, or I'll go the opposite way. I'll go from I'll go from Paignton to Exeter. A little bit of a change. Plus, I haven't been down there yet, and I haven't had a look at it, so you will get my first reactions of Paignton. And I have gone there a couple of times as well. I go there a fair bit when I want to go to a beach. Paignton has a really nice beach. Oh, there you go. I learned how to do, while I was doing the stream, that you will never see because, you know, it messed up. Somebody taught me how to do the signaling of, without having to go down and doing it on there. So, I can do it on the controller now and I don't have to look down, which makes me happy. But yeah, working on it. Yeah. Working on learning all the little tricks and stuff, the train can stall, but I know what to do with that now, because apparently they've added broken parts of the trains. Oh, okay, that's fairly accurate. I thought that was dirt then, like it was like the ground, but no, because I thought it was like marsh dirt with a little bit of water, like there wasn't a full river there, which is fairly accurate to every time I've gone through Teignmouth. Right, I got 5 minutes to go 3.8 miles to Teignmouth, to Newton Abbot. So let's push it and let's go. Holiday park over there, that's fairly accurate. My mum went on holiday there. Me and my dad drove her and my sister's friend up there so they could spend I think Friday to Monday at that holiday park. We didn't pick them up, and my dad was like, "Didn't you want to go with them, Alex?" I was like, "No." "Well, yeah, you would have been bored out your mind." I should point out that my parents are divorced, for anyone who doesn't know me. My parents are divorced, and my mum went on holiday with my sisters and one of my sister's friends. I was not invited. I don't get invited to the holidays anymore. There's a big family holiday to Butlins when I was in college in around 2015, and they said, "Oh, Alex, oh, Axel, yeah, we've got, we're all going to Butlins." "Oh, cool. Yeah, do you want to come with?" "Yeah, sure. I mean, we'll pay for your ticket and that. It's just you'll just need money for your food." I was like, "Alright, sure." Like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just because, your sister's boyfriend couldn't come anymore, and we've got one space left. We've got a space left, so would you like to come?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, what? What do you mean I got one space left?" "Yeah, we got one space left. Well, we booked the holiday, but, your sister's boyfriend, she can't come, he can't come anymore." "Oh, well, who else is coming?" "Well, there's me, there's your two sisters, it was your sister's boyfriend, who I later found out did go to the holiday, so even if I did want to go, I'd have been shit out of luck. They'd be like, 'Oh, sorry, he can go now, so yeah, don't worry about it.'" Then it was my mum's boyfriend and my mum's boyfriend's kid. Oh, and my other sister's girlfriend. And my mum, but it was, the thing that annoyed me was the fact that my mum invited her boyfriend, which is fine, but she invited her boyfriend's child, who is no relation to my mum, before she invited me. Right, I need to slow down now, because I'm on yellows, so let's do a big slowdown. But yeah, it really pissed me off, because I said, like, "Oh, so you invited his kid before your own kid?" And I know I shouldn't get annoyed about it, but I did, and I had to go about it. I had to go at her about it for a couple of weeks before the holiday was set to start. Said, "No, I'm not coming." She goes, "Oh, come on, we got one space left, and we really want you to come." I was like, "No, you don't, because if you wanted me to come, I would have been asked first before somebody else's child that isn't yours." And she goes, "Yeah, but it's my boyfriend's kid." "I don't care. I am your child. I am your blood-related child, and yet you ask someone else who isn't your child." So you can understand how I got pissed off. But yeah, wasn't happy. But I'm not going to get into all that stuff anymore, because I keep delving into my life and talking about shit, and then it gets a bit depressing, and I don't want to do that. Right, slow down. We're on red light. Full stop. Please. 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 I don't know how big my train is. Am I like one of the double-ended ones, like the really big trains? Because if I am, Jesus Christ. Nope. Come on, because we need to go just over here. But I don't want to go past those red lights. That's my only worry. Come on. And we stop. And we're a minute early, which is new for me. I'm usually late. But yeah, I'm not going to touch too much on that stuff, but it did annoy me, and then after a while, I think they realised their mistake, and the next holiday they had wasn't to Butlins, it was just to some crappy holiday park in Newquay, and they were like, "Hey, would you like to come with?" And I was like, right, who can't go? And she goes, no, we haven't even booked it yet. Would you like to come? And I was like, oh, sure. And then I went on the holiday. And I had a shit time. I had a very shit time. Like, it wasn't like everything wasn't bad. Like, I got some stuff for myself. Like, I got myself a new book, a manga book. I got myself a cup. I played in an arcade game on one of those like claw grabber machines, and I won a stuffed Spider-Man, which I still have somewhere. Actually, I don't think I do. I think I threw that away. But yeah, I still have some stuff. I still had a good time when I did the stuff that I wanted to do. But it was when it was like, oh yeah, every night, let's go to the club. Why? Oh, because we can do dancing, we can have drinks. And it's like, those are two of the things I don't like doing. Can I stay in the caravan? No, you gotta come with us. We're on holiday, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, can I just stay in the caravan then? No, because we're on holiday, we're gonna have a lot of fun. The hell? There's the cannon here. Do I have time to go and check that out? I mean, I'm on the other side of the station, so I think probably not. But there is a cannon. And there's hats on the floor. These have got to be collectible things, right? The cannon's got to be something. I can probably do something with the cannon. There's got to be something I could do with that. I'll figure that out at a later date. Same with the hat thing. That's got to be a thing. Sound enough to say that we're leaving. I know I don't have to do that, and I know they don't do that in the real world. They just, shut the doors and say, fuck you, I'm off. But I like to do it. Right, next stop. We won't have anything in front of us, hopefully. Next stop is Totnes. I get the feeling we're going to hear that lady's voice in a minute saying, welcome aboard this blah 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 train to blah blah blah. Calling at Totnes, Plymouth, Liscard, your mum's house.
Welcome aboard.
Yep, there you go.
Western Railway service to Penzance. We'll be calling at Totnes,
Yep.
Plymouth,
Yep.
Liscard,
Yep.
Bodmin Parkway,
Nope.
Parr,
Nope.
St. Austell,
Nope.
Truro,
Nope.
Redruth,
Nope.
and Penzance.
Nope, because we only go to Plymouth because I don't have that far in the map. I do have the west.
The next station is Totnes.
I do have the West Cornwall local map because I think I touched on this in the London to Reading playthrough that I did, where I did like the passenger service to all the stops on the main line. I think I touched on it where I'm going to do a special train sim episode. This episode is a test for it because I think this one's going to be like an hour long, or like at least over 50 minutes long, so close to an hour long. And it's going to be, I'm not going to, because the previous episodes of the maps that I've done, I've just cut up into like 10-minute episodes. These is going to be a test to see if I can do the train sim episodes for a long one, but the next one after this will be painting, obviously, because I said it would. But after that, it will be the Train Sim World special, where I would go from Penzance to St. Austell using this train, because I'm going to try and use the same train for the whole thing. Penzance to St. Austell, but because we can't do St. Austell to Plymouth, we're just going to, I'll do like some clever editing thing or something. We'll then do Plymouth to Exeter using this map, and because we can't do Exeter to Reading, because you can't do the Exeter, Pewsey, Castle, Carey, all the other things that are there. Again, another clever editing thing, and then we'll go from Reading to London using this train. So, should be fine. I'm going too fast again. I don't want to get to these places too early, because I don't want to, like, mess it up. But yeah. Right, I'm going too fast, but I am going to stick it on coasting, because then, since we're going uphill, it should slow me down a bit. But that would be, the big special. I think it'll be, like, maybe 2 hours 40, 2 hours 50, possibly over 3 hours, because I got to do, like, I have an idea to do, like, a little intro thing, like, like in Top Gear. See if I can find a knockoff Top Gear theme and just go like, tonight on Train Sim Daftmunk, I drive a train. I then also drive a train again, and then finally I drive another train again. Like I'll try and do like the most terrible Jeremy Clarkson voice that I can muster. I drive a train. I drive another train. And just for fun, I drive another train. Just, we're going from Penzance to London. There's bits missing from the map, but it's fine. And I'll bring up the rail network map and just be like, these sections are missing, but we're doing this section, and this section, and this. I'm giving away the whole video here, but that's what we're gonna do. Right. Tunnel. I think you got a whistle before you go through tunnels, haven't you? I genuinely don't know. I will say, after Newton Abbot, the map gets super boring. Like, there's not a lot to look at. It's just countryside and trees either side. Like, you get to Totnes, and you see Totnes, you see the South Devon Railway, which takes you to Buckfastleigh, I believe. That's all fine, but it's then like countryside, trees either side. Oh, look, a cow. Countryside, trees, and then you get to Plymouth and you see Plimpton or Plymstock. I can never figure out which one's which. Oh God, that's a steep ass hill. And then you got. I don't want to derail because that can happen. So just in case, we're gonna save it. Yay! So yeah, once you get to like Plimpton, Marsh Mills, and then you go through Lara, Lipson, Mutley, and then you're finally at the end at Plymouth. But between Newton Abbot and Plymouth, or I'd say Plimpton, it's kind of boring. There's not a lot to look at. Like a building, yeah, there's a farm. I guess that's okay. But other than that, not that great. Right, we're still going downhill, but I'm going to put it on coasting because there's not really a lot for me to do right now. Oh, we're going down a more steep hill now. Fuck's sake. Right, where is Totnes in comparison to us? Oh, so we're like halfway now. Okay, so that's not too bad. Is there something coming up? Yeah, we've got a long one coming up that way. Is there anything else coming up this way? I don't think the Class 150s come this way anymore. Yeah, no, something is coming up, but we'll probably see it once we get to, Why am I on yellows? Is there something in front of me? There better not be. There better not be something in front of me. I'm not, like, waiting around all the time for some turd. Some AI computerized turd. Right, red. Why? Is there something in front of me? No, there's nothing in front of me. Why have I got to slow down? That's annoying. Oh well. We'll keep it on coasting for a minute and we'll just keep going until, like, if it says red, then I'll just quickly put the brakes on or something. Or gradually put the brakes on because I haven't seen a red light yet, but just in case. So, yeah. I mean the signal's by this bridge. Yeah, there it is. Still on yellow. And I've got 1.9 miles until Totnes, so... Okay, the next one's come up. Yeah, it's still yellow. So hopefully Totnes will be yellow. Or at least green so I can stop there. Because there was a red light before it. And then we've got I think the longest distance on GWR between stations. Because I think Plymouth to Totnes is like the longest distance. No, wait, because there's Ivory Bridge. Yeah, forget I said anything. Okay, yeah, so it's green after Totnes, so we can stop at Totnes. I mean, we were stopping there anyway, but that's not the point. Why am I slowing down? We don't need to slow down. We're only a mile away, so, yeah. Come on, we're going home. We're going to Plymouth. Yeah, I don't usually, when I take the trip up to Exeter, and even on the way back down. Actually, on the way back down, I do look out the windows, but on the way up, I don't until like after Newton Abbot, because that's where all the exciting stuff is. That's where the ocean is. Well, English Channel. That's where the English Channel is. That's where, you know, the Dawlish Seawall. You see all the stuff. You see the fairgrounds. You see all the interesting things. Oh, we need to slow down because we're coming into Totnes now. So let's slow it down. Mess that bit up. I've been told that entering a station at 30 miles an hour is probably the best speed to be at when entering the station. So I guess. So yeah. Right. And then we'll slow it down. Slow it down even more. Even more. And then we're going to completely stop. And I think I did that perfectly. Oh boy! Yeah, we did. Right. We are like 3 minutes early, so let's have a look around. Because I didn't really look around Newton Abbot that much. And I didn't look around Totnes. Right. Totnes, I'd say, is fairly accurate to the real life world. We do have they do have the big elevator thing here. Bridge is actually really accurate. Accident hotspot, yep. I have sat right here after going to Woodlands and just wanting to go home. I think I was out with my nieces and I just wanted to go home back to my bed. Wait, have they changed it now? Because it used to be when you miss a station by like this much, all the doors open, so they must have changed it. I don't know what this building is, but it's incredibly accurate. Same with the Totnes sign. I have gotten off at Totnes a few times. There's not much there, but you know, it was worth the trip. It was a trip. I used to skyve off university some days. Not like a lot. I did it like once, like every couple of months. I would just like get off at I would just get off college for the day, just be like, oh, I'm ill, and then I just like go to the train station, get on a train, and go to another town for the day. I think in total, the amount of places I went to during my college days, I went to Exeter, Taunton, Totnes for a bit, Truro. I think I went to Lou. So yeah, these are like all the days, and if my dad's listening, he's probably hearing these for the first time, because I was always said to him, yeah, I'm going to college, and then like he'd go to work, and then I'd bugger off out, and then just go straight to the train station. Yeah, there's the other train. Hi, other train. Am I a double-ended, or am I just like a really long one? I think I'm just a really long one. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. Yeah. Right. And this one's probably the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that one's one bigger than me. Well, I don't need a double-ended thing, so nah. Right. Train doors usually close half an hour or 30 seconds before leaving. Gonna take us onto minimal breaks. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, my college days, yeah. So, I skyped off quite a bit. Not because I just didn't want to go to college. It's just because, well, not like I didn't enjoy college. It's just some days I woke up, like, you know, you will get that feeling. Like, you wake up some days and you're just like, I just can't be bothered to go. I just can't be bothered to get out of bed and go. I have that now when I go to work. Next stop, Plymouth in 20 miles. But yeah, I have that now. Like I go to, I
Welcome
go to
aboard
work and I'm
this
just
Great
waking up in the
Western
morning like I
Railway
don't want to go,
service
but I
to
have to.
Penzance. We'll be calling
But
at
no, I did
6.
skive off university a
This
few
line
bits.
is
I
blocking
did
Plymouth,
miss
Park,
like a couple of
St
modules
Austins, Truro,
for my university course,
and
which did cause me to
Penzance.
like stress out and not go. But
The next
well,
station
actually no, it caused me to
is
stress out and
Plymouth.
quit. Not going was due to waking up and just not wanting to go there, um, and missing. I missed an entire section of my course. To put it into perspective, I did an animation course. I was an animator. I'm still an animator. I don't class myself as a professional animator because I'm terrible at it. But I do it in my spare time when I want to. But going into college every single day, or going into university every single day, doing the same things every single day just bored me. I was a film student who went to animation on the request of my film teacher. He was like, I think you do well in animation, you know? I was like, yeah, I don't want to though. But I did it anyway. Because I just couldn't say no back then. Like, whenever somebody said, oh, you should probably do this, I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I just do it. I just couldn't say no. I just wanted to please people. But, yeah, now I'm more assertive. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. But, yeah, it caused me a lot of stress. But I missed an entire module. Not because I skived off on days where I had that module, but because I didn't have it on my timetable. So like, oh, you missed an entire thing of your coursework. I was like, I have? Yeah, you've missed the woodworking section. I was like, I'm sorry, what? The woodworking section? So yeah, you've missed the woodworking section of your course. But this is an animation course. Yeah, but you need to learn woodworking. Why? It's an animation course. I draw things and they come to life. Yeah, but what if you want to do stop motion? But I don't want to do stop motion. But they told me that, and this is, well, you're going to need to do it if you want to pass, and you want to get, you want to get your degree in animation, or whatever the fuck it is you get. And I was like, oh, okay. Sure, fine. I'll do it then. And they said, cool, we can help you build it up again, but then it just piled on more and more. It's my own fault. I gave myself double work because I was an idiot who didn't write down the thing on my timetable. And then it went down more and more and more and more and more. And the stress piled on. My sister said a couple of things, my evil sister said a couple of things, which gave me stress, and then I left university for good and never went back. I have thought about going back and doing the film course. But I just can't. One, I can't afford it, and two, I'm not sure I want to, because what do I get out of it? I get a diploma or a degree or something in, like, a bachelor's honors degree in filmmaking. What am I going to use that for? What, am I going to work for the BBC? Fuck no, I won't work for the BBC. They corrupt as fuck. Will I work for ITV? Fuck no. They got Coronation Street. I don't like that show. Will I work for Channel 4? No, because they removed The Simpsons at 6 o'clock. As far as I know, I saw a post online that said, oh, we will be removing The Simpsons from our lineup at 6 o'clock. And I was like, no. Like, Hayden Christensen, Vader's, no. Right, which one of you is the fucking windscreen wipers? Right, hi. Right. It's raining outside. I'm going too fast. Where the fuck? The windscreen wipers. Oh. There we go. And wiper speed 10. Do I have to turn them on? What happened? Oh, we're in a tunnel. Okay. Oh, okay, so it's still working then. I got it set to emergency. I probably shouldn't have it set to emergency. No, that being on the left is gonna bug me. Alright, can I put the speed up a bit because it's like heavy rain right now? Come on. No, just do it constantly. What are you doing? Nope, that's gonna bug me as well. I'll have it on 40, that'll be fine. Yeah. It's still bothering me, but we'll have to deal. Man, I was hoping to see Plymouth in not rain, but I guess we'll have to deal with there being rain. Started sunny, now it's pissing down with rain. Does that sum up England? Yeah. Does it sum up Plymouth? Oh yes. Sums up Plymouth to a freaking T. I think we're coming close to Ivy Bridge. Yeah, I think we are. I think like around the next corner or something is Ivy Bridge Station, which is down. I think I'm wrong. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. I think we're not near Ivy Bridge. I think I'm way off. I think I just saw a bunch of buildings and thought, yep, nope, there's Ivy Bridge. I think Ivy Bridge is around there. There it is. How far away from Ivy Bridge are we? Not that far, and then we just got the long journey to go. Also, they've got the Friary Mill line. I got... where did I get? I got this far, and it wouldn't let me go any further, and I really wanted to go down there, but it won't let me down there for some reason. And you got the little line down here, which again, I can't get to, won't let me. But I have just realised I could just go into the photo mode and do that, which I might do at the end of this session, because I do want to go and see the Friary Mill area and see if they've actually put that in, or if it's just the end of the line and they're just like being lazy like they did the Carlisle main line. Ow. Sorry, I sneezed in too hard there and it hurt. I think it's the, where was it again? It's down here somewhere? There. Yeah. I've never actually gone off at, what was it? I forgot what it was. Ivy Bridge. I've never gone off at Ivy Bridge or on, because I just don't have any, I don't know why Ivy Bridge has a train station. I don't know why you'd need that. You can just get the bus there for cheap. Train costs a bit more than, you know, the buses now. It used to be the other way around. It used to be the buses were super expensive and you can get a train somewhere for cheap. Like, technically you still can. Where I used to live before we moved, I used to get the train from town to my house because the train station was just right around the corner. So I used to just get the train, pay £2.60 to get the train home, because the bus was like £3, and I always for some reason had like £2.70 on me, but never £3 for the bus. Plus my card doesn't work on buses for some reason, and I don't know why. And it's a really dreary day. I was hoping to go during the sun, but I guess I'll have to do that another time. Yeah, if I've got time, I'll do painting when I finish this, because painting shouldn't take me too long, because, you know, I would have been done by now if it was the painting line. So what I'll do is I'll probably go from painting up to Exeter, go the opposite way around, which should be fun. Depends how long I take looking at that Friary Mill area, because I am going to go over there, but I'm going to use the map to guide myself somehow. Because I think what I'll do is I'll go to let's go coasting. What I'll do is I'll go to the station and I'll just like look where the map is, where I'm facing, and then just go straight down. Because a Friary Mill is a train station that I wish they kind of still had, because it's like central to town as well, sort of. There's a lot of industrial area there, and I reckon the industrial areas could have used it as like a freight station, as well as a passenger station. Like, oh, do you want to go to Friary Mill or do you want to Plymouth? I think it would have worked. You could have had the Gunners Lake line cut through and go all the way down there, so you could stop off at Plymouth Main or go down to Friary Mill. The tracks are still there. They could make it into a station, but they won't. Ivy Bridge. Sorry, I'm not stopping here. Oh, you got umbrellas. I mean, it is raining. Just didn't expect them to have umbrellas. Right, I'm going to be back in a second because my timer is running out and I need to start a new timer. And I'm back! And we're continuing our adventure. But I had lots of ideas for Plymouth in ways in which like we could utilise some of the old train lines and some of the old rail network stuff. Like there's this tunnel near to where I used to live, but also near to where I live now. We've just gone to I've just moved from one end to the other end, and it's like this old railway tunnel that goes under the stretch of like where Kings Road College is, which is right up the road from me, to like this little grassy area which is now kind of like overgrown with stuff, but it's just been sat there for years. And I said, like, what if they turned it into like a public footpath? They turn the tunnel into a public footpath. They go in there, they clean it up, they turn it into a public footpath, but you use it as like a thing, and you'd have like posters for the history of the tunnel and history of like the trains in Plymouth or something like that. But they would never do that. I could bring it up in a petition, but they would never consider it. Why would the council consider revitalising a tunnel that maybe junkies or something would probably used to live in? Homeless people would live in it for like ages, because it's a really long tunnel and it comes out twice, because it's like two sections of a tunnel. There's a small section which comes out to where like some flats are, and then there's a second section which comes out to the college. So there's like a brief moment where you're out of the tunnel. And so many times during my secondary school years did I hear people say like, oh yeah, we're going to go to the tunnel and we're going to go walk through it. I'm like, that's dangerous though. Yeah, we're going to get some lights. Some of them didn't take lights, but yeah, we're going to walk to it. I almost did at one point. I stood at the entrance of it and I looked around at the entrance, and I was like 14, 15 at the time, and I wanted to prove to people at my school that I wasn't afraid. And I stood at that tunnel and I looked at it with like two of my other friends who were like casually just walking inside it, just like, oh yeah, it's fine, it's fine. And then I'm just stood there like, nope, nope, nope. And I just turned around. There was no gate on the tunnel either. Well, there wasn't back then, there is now. But like this was like 2008. And it's 2025 now, so it's been a while. But I was just like, nope. And I just turned around, walked home, and I had nightmares for the next couple of days about it. So, yeah, not good for me. But I told people I went through it. I said like, oh yeah, I went through it. And one guy was like, oh yeah, did you see the dead body? And I went, there was no dead body in there. And he's like, yeah, there was. You clearly didn't go in the tunnel then, because there was a dead body. I was like, no, there wasn't. And that's when somebody else chimed in and went, yeah, there wasn't a dead body in there, so you clearly haven't been in there then, have you? So, you know, tables got turned, and I lied, and it worked. For a week, I was, you know, part of the people that have done it. They were like, yeah, we did it, we walked through the old tunnel. Oh, there's Axel, he's walked through the old tunnel. Axel, old tunnel, yeah, woo! And, after a while, nobody gave a shit. After a week, nobody cared about me again. So, fun times. Anyway, we're getting close to home, because I think it's around here where you start seeing Plimpton. So, well, not going to be able to see much of it given the weather. So it's all foggy. And we are going far too fast. We've got 100 miles an hour. Stop! Daftmunk Rail, the people of Plymouth, they're not used to trains going this fast. You need to stop now. Stop. Right now. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. I've got 10 minutes to get to that station. I am not going to make it there in 10 minutes. That is some ballist of shite. I might not be able to do the painting map, now that I think about it. I might not be able to go down and do painting. I don't think I've got enough time, because it's like almost 8:30 now. My partner comes home soon, so yeah. Unless I like bomb it down to Plymouth, then maybe, like, if I cut out the bit where I wanted to go see Friary Mill, then yeah, I should be able to do it. But I'll be able to record it like tomorrow or something. I'm just trying to record like lots of things in bulk, so that I have enough to add onto my schedule, because after I recorded all this stuff, I'm going to sort out my schedule so that every day a video comes out for like the next like 2 to 3 weeks. That's my plan. It may not work, but that's my plan. Oh, here we go. Shops and stuff. Lord Louis down there somewhere. That's like a little restaurant in Plymouth. Nice burgers, but I don't like them that much. Chaplin's is down there somewhere, but we've gone past it. But we are officially in my hometown. We are officially in Plymouth. We are in the Plimpton area of Plymouth. That bridge takes you to the Ridgeway. That's the footbridge, that's the canal. But I've never seen a canal boat run down it. Got all these businesses now. That's a business. That one, there's biology. But that's gone. That's a Lidl's right there. There's Lidl's. That's still there. Biology's gone. It really annoys me because they did really cheap spray paints and a lot of other cheap stuff. I really liked it. And they sold my favourite crisps there in like bulk packets for like £2. But they're gone now. But we'll come around to the Marshmill flyover. There it is. And if I get out here, you will briefly be able to see Sainsbury's. There it is, there's Sainsbury's with the Pringles roof. There it is. I love that they added that in. There is a detail in this game that they didn't add in, which kind of annoys me. But obviously that bit they've added in, that's accurate. There's a little bridge thing there. But the 3 arches across the way, they didn't put that in. They didn't put it in. That's a staple of my journey. I always look over there, but it's not there. Also, the texture's kind of broken over there, and you can see it. You can just see that line going through where the texture's broke. Right. While I'm here, because it's closer, I'm still going to Plymouth, don't worry. I'm going to go into photo mode, and I'm going to go to Friary Mill and have a look. And then I will immediately warp back to where I am. I'm just going to get closer to where I'm going, because I've got to go past Lara train depot. Because you got the road, obviously you got the road, somewhat fairly accurate, it is a double lane road. And then you obviously got Lara train depot. So if I go into photo mode, I am going to change the time of, where is it? No. Oh, was it starting to rain? I think it was starting to rain. Right, so where I am, I don't think I can go any faster. But this is as fast as I'm going. I'm going at like a fucking snail's pace. But I'm leaving my train for a minute. I'll come back to the train in a minute. And we'll go to Plymouth, which is over that way. I do like how they've put the Lipson area over there. The big church as well. I did not know there was water here. But that's good to know. But obviously you got the goods yard, the fiddle yard, which modelers call it. I almost had a day out to the train depot, to Lara depot. My dad apparently knew somebody who used to work there, and he said to me, "Oh Alex, I've got a friend who works here." Wait, why are the red rocks here? We don't have red rocks in Plymouth. We might do, but just not there. He says, "Oh, Alex, my mate works at the train depot. Oh yeah, would you like to go down there and see some trains for a couple of hours?" I was like, yes. So his friend was gonna let us go in there. I think he was like one of the people that run the place. He goes, "Oh yeah, yeah, you can go in there, and we're gonna go and what was it? See some trains. I was like, oh, sweet, yeah. That there, I'm surprised they've put it in, but that there, it's either that road or that one is where yeah, it's this one because they haven't put the road in, but the road went up this way, then this way, and then here, and then this house here, which is doors on the wrong side, is my aunt's house. She lives in Scotland now, but she used to live down here. But that is my aunt's house right there. Like, holy crap. My aunt's house is in the game. It's somewhat accurate to what her house looked like as well. And then we got the playing fields. There should be, somewhere down here, a little path that goes underneath the train line. Which is here. Because there's like a path that goes under, there's like a tunnel that goes underneath, but they haven't put it in. Which is understandable. But yeah, I didn't get this far. It wouldn't let me go further than this. So, interesting to know. If they put the bridge at the very end of this, then yes, they've done Friary Mill pretty much accurate. I am going off track. I should be going to Plymouth. I'd be in Plymouth right now if I didn't do this, but I have to do this. My brain would not let me not. Yes, we get further out, the houses are a little bit more shite. And no, I don't think they've done the bridge. So I think I've come all this way for something that I was hoping they would do, but they haven't done. So they've just added it into the map, but you can't actually go here. But they have, as I've noticed, if I go up as far as I can, they've added the terrain that looks sort of similar. So like the hills of Plymouth Sound look the way they do in the real world. But no, they haven't added Friary Mill. They've added the road. It looks like they've tried to add all the streets in terms of like putting it into paths because yeah. It looks like they just took Google Maps or something and just put all the stuff in. Because right there is Sutton Harbour. And you got Mount Batten over there. I'm going to have a very big look at this at some point. I'm wondering if this map's going to get updated because this is Friary Mill right here. Right, anyway. We're going to come out of that and we're back. We're back in the rain. Terrible. But I'm going to have a serious look around this map at some point because I'm just gobsmacked and surprised. Gobsmacked and surprised is what I am. Never thought they'd actually, put stuff like that. But it looks like they took Google Maps and just put it onto the thing. Put the roads on. There's Lipson Community College. I was going to go there. I think they've changed it now. I think it's Lipson Academy. But I was going to go to that school. Then I moved in with my dad. Well, I got kicked out and moved in with my dad. We should have Lipson Vale somewhere around here. There should be a bridge. Here. Is this it? Yeah. Bridge here, Lipson Vale. Mate of mine used to live there, and I helped him move. I don't talk to that friend anymore because he's not a friend anymore. But we're coming up to... Oh, that building there is Alexandra House. My mum used to work there. She broke one of my very first phones. She wanted to borrow it, and apparently she was working and it dropped and it broke. I'm calling shenanigans, but never mind. And here we have the Mutley Plain Tunnel. Yeah, boy. So we'll be coming into Plymouth now, so let's slam on the brakes. We'll be coming out underneath the car park. There we go. I'm going to slam on the brakes a bit more because yeah, I'm supposed to be going at 15, but I'm not. I'm going quite fast. So yeah, you got the car park up there. The eye infirmary, which they actually have made that look exactly like the eye infirmary in the real world. So they've done their research. They've gone and done like some pretty good stuff. Right. My speed limit is supposed to be 15, but it still says 30. That's fine. But no, I'm surprised at that. Little bridge that they've put suicide blockers on to stop people jumping off of it and jumping in front of trains, which is, smart. Going to platform 4, which is the usual one that these trains stop at. Yeah, and we're coming into Plymouth, finishing the map, and we're done. Oh boy. I really like this map. It's insanely accurate to the real world locations. There are some bits that I do have some gripes with, but I'm not like that kind of person who's just going to go, oh, this isn't right, this isn't right. I hate it because of this, I hate it because of that. Blah, blah, blah. But no, I genuinely love this map, and I think it's going to be one that I'm going to play endlessly. Please don't be a red. I just saw that red and I panicked. Am I fully on? Yes. Right, so we're done. We're done. Also, I'm really happy that they added... Like, this is accurate, because this is the platform I always went to when I... Like I mentioned earlier, when I got the train home. And they've added in the actual trains. You can get on the train and go to these locations. Well, you can't go to locations. Because the moment you leave the station, it will be like, oh, you've entered an area that you shouldn't go to. So in an hour's time, I got gold. So I'm happy about that. Yay. So yeah, in an hour's time, the train to Gunners Lake will arrive at Plymouth, and then it can go, and then like 20 to like half an hour later, it'll go back. So I'm happy about that. But that was the Riviera line, Exeter to Plymouth, my hometown. Look at it, Connor. Look, it's our station. Jason Statham, welcome, you big beautiful bastard. I think that was a lady. But yeah, I love it. It's insanely accurate. We have these seats, but ours are more manky. You can't actually go into the ticket booths. And there's no ticket booths here. What is this? Stretch. Have they just taken... Is that the giraffe from... what's he called? Madagascar. From the studio that bought you Where's My Chicken, starring Craig Turtle, Vic Posh and Mike Full. A full posh turtle. This platform isn't even a platform, so I don't know why you stood here. This one's never used. It's usually for mail. Can't enter this area, but it's fine. But that was so fun. I love the map. I love it. It's great. I'm going to try and do the Paynton map now, so I will see you all next time. Bye bye.